That's how I came up with my latest reader magnet. I was originally going to have it focused on the daughter in my Ghost series, and I started writing it, and I was like, not only does this not work, but I'm really confusing what happens between book one and book two, and including characters in this story that's meant to be set between book one and two who aren't introduced until book two. So I was confusing myself, and it would have confused the reader and completely shot me in the foot. So I kind of stopped working on it for a bit and then started to think about who the most popular characters were. And I realized that I kept referencing something that happened to the mum in the story. And that was how she was outed as a ghost hunter to her entire school when she was 15. And I thought, you know what? That's a story.
There you go.
And then you've got the romance of the fact that her with her future husband. You've still got the best friend who can't see ghosts, who is as clueless as ever, but also very supportive. And you've got a little bit more about her relationship with her own mother, because her mother's an absolute not a very nice person, we'll say. So there's a lot of things going on there in quite a short space. And it was really fun to kind of explore what this 40-year-old woman was like at 15 and how she approached things very differently compared to her daughter when she's a teenager.
See, that's just so fun to me. That's exactly the sort of reader magnet that I love more than anything. The one that like illuminates in some way something that happened, makes you learn more about a character and so on and so forth. And it's pretty safe to say that if in your series, the mom character is there a lot, and like you said, you reference her outing, eventually people start to go, I'd kind of like to hear about that. And then you get to the end of the book and it says, do you want to read the story about that happening? And they go, yeah, I do. And how, I mean, like, a total no-brainer, not to repeat myself, but it's a total no-brainer. And that to me is always the best formula for a reader magnet. If you in your head can say to yourself, when somebody gets to the end and then it says, hey, do you want to read blah, blah, blah? And there's no way they would ever say no. If they liked that book, why would they say no? That's your winning formula for the reader magnet.
Yeah, and it's funny because I spent ages going, what can I do as this reader magnet? Why is this idea not working? And the idea was in front of me the entire time. I was overthinking.
Go back through the old stuff and see what jumps out at you is always a good method.